anticipated. This could finally be the end. Life's degrading, hope is fading. I could really use a friend. Remember when we got way too drunk? We said this is too fun. We could never go back to that. I miss the nights when I could feel young, thinking I was so strong. Now my light is faded like an old tap. Someone tell me this is not the best we're gonna get, 'cause I can't keep on living life with nothing but regret. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. When you do not wake up, you'll finally know peace. This life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a magnificent Monday. We're going to get into some Ace Attorney and finish this fucking case finally. Oh my god. We've been playing this shit for too long. Hello, failed robot. Hope you're having a magnificent Monday. Let's see here. Where is this game? I haven't fixed the icon thing finally. For real, for real. We gonna blast through this, and then we're gonna enjoy the beginning of case 3, but we're gonna blast through the end of this one because it's been going on too long. I think there's something too with like my ADHD ass brain that like once I've figured out what's going on, I'm no longer interested. And I'm like, okay, let's get it over with. It's like, all right, I get it. She's the bad guy. All right, lock her up. Just like Daft Punk said, too long. In the words of the goats, too long. All right. Oh yes, and I hope you're having a magnificent Monday, Skatemint. Happy to see you. I literally had to dip so quick because we had a grocery pickup scheduled. So we had to fucking run out of here in the middle of this. There really is a 10-minute song by them called Too Long. Really? I don't think I actually knew that. Let me check that real quick. I don't think I'm gonna play it because I'm not trying to get this stream claimed, but I can certainly save it to listen to later because I love me some Daft Punk, even if maybe it's too long. Daft Punk, Too Long. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna save that to listen to later. Oh, thank you, bot. Here come the ads. Run, hide. Hey, Skatemint, 5-stream streak. Let's go. It's the final song off of Discovery. Ah, okay, okay. Ads running everyone off the boat and sinking. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You got her. Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wriggling out of this now. As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker. What? We didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweetums. No, we didn't. What? Warden, explain yourself. Oh, Verity, dear, I tell your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now. She is all-merciful. You have but to confess and you shall be saved. Oh, gosh. All right. I was being threatened. I had no choice but to do as he said. Who's he? Bodhidharma Canis, that awful assassin. Yeah, my theory is true. I keep getting American ads, goddamn. And I got a Mexican ad. Hey, that's an improvement. That is objectively a step up. These ads are purely American. Well, maybe North American. I get you. Yeah, that's interesting. I definitely think that it's influenced by just where Twitch is based. Naturally, a lot of the advertisers are going to be based in the US, and I can tell you from lived experience, Americans really do not be thinking about the world outside of this country. It's kind of wild, honestly. Like, you'll have conversations with people and oh shit, thank you, good looking out. I'm not quite on my game today. Literally. But you'll be having conversations with people and you'll be like, damn, you really have no idea what's going on in the world, like, at all. It's really wild. Not that like I'm the most informed person or anything, but like people really got like no clue. Like they think other countries are like fantastical realms. How long has it been since that awful man came here to my beautiful prison? I'll never forget the day he arrived. The moment we were alone, he said this to me. You should know that I have other dogs. Dogs not confined to this fine institution. Yet what do you know? There's been a double earthquake in Venezuela. I bet Americans are not aware of that. I did hear about that. I saw some video of that too. That looked genuinely terrifying. Like, Jesus. We get occasional earthquakes here. Nothing. I haven't been here for anything that intense or even close to it, but like, that's so scary. And I can definitely tell you, most people do not know about that. Most people don't even know what's going on here, let alone outside. Like, let's see. I'm pretty tuned into Israel, Palestine, and what's going on in the Middle East, but most Americans not aware of that stuff at all. Like, I genuinely don't think that they know whether there is a peace deal in line or anything, because obviously that's been violated again. They're not tapped in on that. They definitely probably aren't aware of what's going on in Venezuela. When the US kidnapped what was it, Maduro, right? They were thinking about that for about 3 days and then just completely gone from discourse. That sucks. In my country, there's been worse earthquakes though.
I don't think this is a fun fact, right? But we had the most strongest earthquake in the world. Damn. The highest in the Richter scale was 9.5, and it was in my country. Jesus. Damn. Did you experience that earthquake, or was that before you were around? I think the highest I've ever experienced was maybe a 4.0, maybe a 3.8, something like that. Close-ish in that ballpark. But like these elevate by orders of magnitude. So that's a 9.5 is not, that's not double for those of you at home unfamiliar with the Richter scale. No, it was way before even my parents were born. The highest earthquake was in Valdivia in 1960. Okay, I see. But yeah, that I can't even imagine. That's terrifying. Because like I said, I felt like something maybe in the ballpark of a 4.0, maybe a little weaker, and that was scary. That was like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I can't imagine anything. Honestly, even a 5.0 or a 6.0 would be, I'd be shitting my pants, you know, like the just sheer destruction for one, but also that'd be scary as fuck, let alone what just happened in Venezuela, or a 9.5. Fuck. That's like on the level of like if shit, I'm a little too high. What am I? The fucking park in the States that's a super volcano. Fuck, Yellowstone. That'd be like that's the kind of disaster that's like on the tier of like Yellowstone popping off or something. We are used to earthquakes 4.0 would just be a regular day for us Chileans. Yeah, y'all tough like that. I'm also not from here, but I'd say that like we get a few earthquakes a year, and they're usually more like 3.0s to maybe 3.4 is usually where they are. So they're very mild. It's just like, oh, what's that? Oh, earthquake. Okay. Honestly, half the time I genuinely don't even like feel them. I'll get the notification that there's just an earthquake, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, 3.0 is not very big at all. Like I said, most of the time I barely feel them, but so like when it was getting up to a 4.0 for me, I was like, whoa, what's happening? But I'd say like mostly they're like they feel kind of like a big truck driving by. We've had a few like proper rumbles, but nothing like really scary, luckily. Earthquakes are very fascinating, although terrifying, obviously. But the milder ones are like low-key a little fun, you know? Because like you really do feel the ground moving, and like you feel that like sine waveform. I'm sure you can relate, or like you've had that experience too. It's really trippy. It's kind of cool. Others? Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything I ask of them. Of course, he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. And then he said one last thing. I would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't have to set my dogs on you or your precious family. Jeez. You know, this makes sense though, because like Lagarde, I could see her being maybe a little incompetent because she's so obsessed with like it being a cute, cozy place, and you know, I think that she might be a little overly optimistic about how well these people can be reformed, but a little naive, that's the word. But she never struck me as someone who would be like overtly corrupt, so this is making a lot of sense. That it was ultimately Canis behind it all. I gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for. I'm probably going to be lurking for a while. I'll come back when case 3 begins. This case has been dragging for so fucking long, bro. Yeah, no worries. I'll see you in a minute. Everything? Wait, is that how he became the fixer? Yes, darling. I obeyed his every command and smuggled in for him all he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him to do. So you were smuggling in contraband? How exactly? Once a week, late at night, Frankie would shut off the breakers. That allowed me to go from my office into the yard without being seen by the cameras. Then I simply dropped the packages down the well on the prison side and went back through the fence. Each one of them spritzed with a little of my perfume.
So that's what the sweet smell was.
Yes, it was a signal for Canis's dog. She's not British. When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. We had to make sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course.
Can't have been easy keeping him from finding out.
Oh, we're really all very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs to a schedule. Meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. We knew when he wasn't there. Yeah, that's a good point. And that adorable little bear of his with fright at the sight of Canis's dog. Poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising an alarm either.
She has oversight over everything here at the prison, which made her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Canis couldn't fail.
Alright. Apart from fixing the time codes on the camera, which I would do later when I got the chance. You have shared a great deal, Warden. The Goddess of Justice will surely take your honesty into account. I've been the most dreadful fool. I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of Knight's murder was also one of our delivery days. Excuse me, damn hiccups. But there was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go into the courtyard.
So that's the secret behind the Fixer's system, and why she was...
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even had to lend them a hand myself, you know. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled... Yeah, okay. And of course, because she's the one. Yeah.
That's why you were interrogating Mr. Canis over and over.
Exactly. I was trying to track down those horrible hench people of his. I borrowed everything the police had on that rotten scoundrel. I've watched his every move, intercepted every letter he wrote.
His letters. And then I suppose she must know about his correspondence chess games, too.
But no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as to who his underlings were. Living in fear like this, it's... Well, you just can't comprehend it. As you have just heard yourself, Mr. Edgeworth, the words of Warden Lagarde's confession have cleansed her of all suspicion. Surely there is no need to hound her any longer.
Has she really been cleared of all suspicion, though? Or is there more about her to uncover?
I think she's innocent.
You're right. It sounds like Warden Lagarde has been through enough.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're letting her go? I thought she was the real killer.
This isn't like you, sir. Letting the perp go free. It's just not prosecutorial.
Right. I do still have my doubts about what the warden told us. I can't give up the chase now. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this conversation isn't over yet. And I think the Goddess of Justice would agree.
So you mean to make her suffer even more than she already has?
Unfortunately, her suffering under Mr. Canis does nothing to prove her innocence in Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called Fixer's delivery route. I believe she used that same route to move Knight's body.
And where is your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's in the fact that the sweet smell on Knight's body is the exact same scent Warden Lagarde uses to signal a delivery. What do you make of that?
That's a good point.
Well, that's because we've done it so many times by now that the whole well probably smells of it. Some of it must have just rubbed off on his body.
That does match the statement that Mr. Carcereto provided.
A smell. Yeah, it always smelled kinda nice down there.
Nice?
Yeah, I don't know. Smells sorta like dessert, I guess.
His words would seem to suggest that the smell had permeated the well. You've been rendered speechless, I see. Then I hereby move to adjourn this session of the court. No! What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
What can I do? Is this as far as we go?
Finally! So we're actually done. Yes, Eustace, it seems we are. By the power vested in me, this court is adjourned.
Hold it!
Who was that?
Come on, Judgy. Come on, Judge G. Things were just getting good.
Offender.
Are you objecting to my adjourning this session?
No. Would have shouted objection if I wanted to do that. You do you, G. Adjourn. Don't adjourn. Whatever floats your boat.
What are you doing, Mr. Fender?
Don't worry about what I'm doing. Let's all just take a chill pill, shall we? By which I mean a square of chocolatey goodness. Anyone?
Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court?
No, my bad. I just had a quick request to make is all. As Simeon Saint's lawyer, that is.
Ah, yes. I had forgotten that you were his real attorney, Mr. Fender.
How could you? You're killing me here.
You blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time.
Right you are, which is why I figured it's time to put in some work.
Work, you say? Somehow I don't believe you've worked a day in your life.
Then let's say this is me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness?
Now? Amusing, but what is there left to ask?
I've got a feeling in my funny bone that Fief's here has something more to tell us about the killer.
Do I?
Yes, indeed. See, as a major player on Team Simeon, I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. And you don't think he did it, do you? So tell us, who did? Come on, spill the beans, we're all ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, what's he doing?
He's trying to coax Warden Lagarde into giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go to all the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Canis.
She did? No way.
If he was convicted of committing murder here, that could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely a more secure facility.
And where he'd be out of her hair forever, huh?
Precisely. She saw her opportunity and seized it.
No. Saint can't not be the killer. That's not fair. I was all ready to prosecute him.
I know, right? But maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't want to get the wrong guy, right?
Nice. Now Mr. Winner has to go along with it too. Well, Warden,
Are you happy to testify further? Of course! How could I refuse this silver-tongued devil?
That's the wrong voice.
Annykins, you have such a way with words.
Just doing my job, thief.
Besides, one can't tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can one? I'm simply dying to tell all. Verity, darling, do say you'll let me. As you wish. Court is unadjourned. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender. Ooh,
Me either.
thank you for the timely intervention.
Hey, it's the least I could do.
Kay's not wrong. I've been leaning on you hard, and besides,
The defense never rests, am I right? Simeon's depending on us. Sadly, I think I just about exhausted my reserves of cool lawyer chat there, and we can't foul this up now. Which means you're up to bat, Miles McSmiles. Show him that never rest spirit.
I shall. Fabulous. Then let's get started.
My truth.
I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man, Canis. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. And then he had his dog dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened.
I did him the most terrible disservice. Yes, you killed him.
I suppose you could put it that way. If I weren't such a sorry excuse for a warden, this would have never happened. And that's why I have to clean up this terrible mess. Warden Lagarde, as ever, your honesty is truly your credit. I'm certain Mr. Knight is looking down and weeping tears of gratitude.
You've clearly never met Mr. Knight. All right, time to rebut.
Hold it!
Does it have to be?
Surely you're not suggesting that the dog threw the body down the well? Told you already, darling. Canis has more dogs than that beastly creature. Remember, he has pets on the outside too. You mean he brought someone in from outside the prison to help him commit the crime? Of course not. How silly would they have made it through Silly? How would they have made it through security? I'm struggling to read today, goddamn. But he's the so-called fixer, no? Exercise that fabulous brain of yours a little. How hard would it be for him to recruit a dog on the inside? Or even plant one? Interesting. And does this dog have a name? Well, if I knew that, my life would be so much easier now, wouldn't it? Anyway, it was just a little thought. You can ponder it in your own sweet time, darling. She's a slippery one. I'm not going to be able to catch her with this line of questioning, it seems.
Okay, so we gotta press her.
Hold it!
Yes, because all the other children in my little home are absolute sweethearts. Very touching. Yeah, I don't believe a word of it either. All right.
Hold it!
Hold it!
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hold it!
I think we're gonna press on the statement I just... Well, not press, but I have an idea. Okay, she said he used the chisel specifically. Can we have her add that? Yeah! Come on. Come on. There we go.
Objection!
Okay, but like we better have something that refers to the fact that Canis didn't have fingerprints on the chisel, and it shows no signs of having fingerprints cleaned off. Cause, yeah. Cause like obviously that's the answer. We know that that's the answer. What do I have to present though? Do we just have to press it? That would be kind of annoying. Well, that's silly. Okay.
Hold it! Hold it!
Lol, relatable. Okay, let's see.
Objection!
Okay, there we go.
Warden Lagarde, you strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please. Call me Fifi or Sweetie Pie if you prefer.
However, I think you may have been a little less careful than you realized in this instance.
Aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed. We're all family here.
Come
on, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't let her get inside your head.
You said earlier that you didn't know much about Knight. In which case, I find it rather strange you know about the chisel.
Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in?
Objection!
You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. That is entirely irrelevant, and you know it. Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Saint when he came to visit. Knight wouldn't have had it with him when he arrived.
What? I mean, of course that when Mr. Saint came in, we...
You checked him? I find that hard to believe because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, why did you not confiscate it there and then? Judge Gavel, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess sets?
I did not.
If no one leaked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden Lagarde? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight or Mr. Saint on their arrival.
Indeed, such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it had been found. Get let through.
Precisely. So, Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time, where and when did you learn about the chess sets? If you won't answer, then allow me. I submit to you that...
All right, darling. All right, darling. There's no need to rub it in. You got me. All right. I questioned Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me. I did not kill him. One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear up this awful misunderstanding, I promise. Very well. Go ahead, Warden Lagarde, and please tell the truth this time.
Her lies are starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her.
I said I questioned Knight, but I wasn't anything serious, you understand? I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Knight was no different, we just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate.
No, it was not, Gavel.
Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement?
I suppose we shall see, won't we? Mr. Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination. Question 9, but is there anything serious? It was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away. All right, what do we have? I don't think we have anything. We're gonna have to press. Okay, let me see. Can I get a clue on which one to press? Oh, okay. I guess that one.
Hold it!
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Knight had nothing to do with that animal. Okay, okay.
Objection!
Got it. Finally.
Judge Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this.
Notes about a game of chess? What is the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It was found in Knight's cell, which is exactly where you said you saw it too, Warden Lagarde. But you didn't just see his name in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. Canis's cell too.
What do you mean?
Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security.
Lol.
I imagine you watch his every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option.
If she wants to find out who his cronies are, right?
Personally, interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular to say the least. But as you said, Mr. Canis has threatened you. He put your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were.
And so what if I did?
You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess. And then who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game. We ourselves used that diagram to infer a connection between the two men, and it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Canis's henchman sent to kill you, which is the real reason she had that chat with the Bronxster. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would. And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. For there inside his chess set, you found a hidden chisel.
The murder weapon itself.
As far as you were concerned, that chisel meant one thing: Canis. Thus, you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Canis, and that is why you killed him. I see you have no more excuses. Judge Gavel, your verdict, please.
Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by, oh my god. This case won't end. In the name of the goddess of justice, who is it this time? Warden? It's a joke. It's all a big, stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you?
I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly.
Me? Please, darling. I don't understand. I understand it all perfectly well, thank you very much. And I understand that there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth.
Heh, you're just grasping at straws now. I have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict.
I am curious to hear what the warden has to say.
What?
You're a dull Verity. I just have one last thing to say, then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner. You rang? Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report? Of course. right. And then I listened to what you told us about it, Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep.
4 inches?
What? Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? Go.
Forgive me, O Gortys, I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake.
Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Mr. Edgeworth. What?
A little bit far, Mr. Edgeworth always comes through, huh, sir?
No. No, we have to solve this so someone else can give us another twist.
I'm certain that Warden Lagarde is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there in this facility?
Must wait until trial to see this matter solved.
Objection!
Ah, come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender?
Yep. Nope, not me. Nah. I tried, Miles. Any bright ideas?
What is the real murder weapon, since it's clearly not the chisel? Confound it. This question throws everything we deduced out the window.
Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to remind you that claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties.
Yeah.
It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time.
No, please, less time. Less time.
Okay. Yes.
This is the case that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Somebody started playing and not knowing what it was, and then continued playing it forever just because this is the case that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Oh, buddy. I'm sure this would be like really hidden if I wasn't just like so sick of seeing this case at this point. It just needs to end, bro. This shit just needs to end. Honestly, it's kind of a shame because I had wanted to see more resolution about Edgeworth and like his relationship to his dad / grief over his dad's death, but like this case is just dragged on for an eternity. Oh, it's kind of just stole all the momentum and excitement that could have come from this. Because this, like, every time this case had any, like, shred of momentum or energy, they just immediately grinded everything to a halt, and it just dragged on, bro. This did not need this many twists and turns. Oh, okay.
Objection!
I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor. Sightings of his dog, the fact that he wasn't at the show, these and other factors made Canis the obvious suspect. Okay, yes. But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was true of the chisel, our purported murder weapon? Chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed, just to leave traces of blood on it for us to find. Yes. Why mislead us this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel was the murder weapon and never really used in order to get Canis transferred? Chisel seemed to suggest, yes.
Hold it!
If I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think? That Mr. Canis is the killer. And there you have it. That was the trap. Yes. This has been well established for a very long time. We like literally just established this as a theory, not like 10 minutes ago. What is this ending? Are we gonna get another? Hold it! Now it's time for another twist.
Objection! Objection!
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from time to time. It's in the photo of the tunnel.
Objection!
Because that's the one place they didn't look. I ain't gonna lie, this is like getting painful. Oh man. Right, that's how she got the bell. Oh, it's Canis's fucking... I get it, okay. Oh, Lordy, yes. I get it. I get it. Anyway. Oh, whoops. Yep. I swear to God, if there's one more objection, hold it! I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Objection! Hold it!
Oh my God. Oh my God. This isn't a hold it, but we're doing another search and then regroup. Like, that's almost as bad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, God. Of course. Yeah, I had a feeling they were corrupt all along. Oh my God! Don't you dare! Oh. Objection! Yes. Yes, this is true.
Objection!
It's the tunnel. I called that however long ago. Before they even did the knife reveal. Gator? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about the gator. Specifically right there.
Take that! Take that!
Yeah. Yes. One day, this case will end. I really thought this was going to take like 20 minutes. I can't believe it's already been a fucking hour and we're not done. Like, brother. What the fuck, Regina? Where did you come from? Yep. Called saw that coming. I think it's finally over. Duh! Well, she's already in uniform. March 29th, 12:34 p.m. Detention Center corridor. Yeah, of course this little shit takes all the credit. Oh my fucking god. We're not about to do another investigation. Okay. I thought we were going to have to actually do this investigation. I would have... God damn. Yeah, she corrupt as fuck. Fuck her.
Take that!
It started out kind of like in this case, but as it just dragged on, I've come to just really loathe this. And I'm just so ready for it to end. Like, I don't know if I can really give it an objective rating because, like, this was just so exhausting to finish. There were, like, a lot of really good elements, especially in the comedy, but, like, oh, this case would not end. It still won't end. Like, this epilogue is taking forever. Like, Jesus Christ. I really fully thought this was gonna be like a quick 20 minutes. We're gonna be able to start the next case, I think, but like, God fucking damn. Nice of them to have that conversation right under the "Your Life, Your Choice" sign. You know, it really does kind of feel like they were trying to make every case feel like a big finale case, but like it's sort of an issue of like if everything is like a big dramatic finale, then nothing is a big dramatic finale. You know, like the big cases so far in the series all felt special because they were, you know, they were longer than the average and it allowed more depth, and the shorter cases in the series were used to kind of build it up. But like, holy fuck, that was exhausting. Only fuck that took forever. Okay, update. Oh. Can't say fuck in your titles. I didn't know that. All right. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That took too fucking long. Let me look before we jump into this. I'm gonna start this case in a sec, but how long is case 3? Case attorney investigation. This one says 6 to 8 hours. Let's see what it says about case 2. It's longer. I don't know. Break it to everyone. The case 3 is longer. Oh my fucking god. Finale for this one is so long. God. Okay. Why? You know, sometimes more is not more, you know? Like sometimes more is not more. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, fuck me. My motivation to continue playing Investigations 2 is like waning by the day. Macarons, waffles with ice cream, chiffon cakes that are lights.
Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All that sweeten's waiting for you.
Look there, wait here, over there. The oven's got something special to share. Ping. Now let's see what they've got for you. Oh, they're singing this, aren't they? It's cooking time. Are you ready to make something special together? Wow, talk about a blast from the past. Hey, Gregory. I'm going back there tomorrow with your boy. I'm finally going to find out what happened 18 years ago. April 2nd, 10:05 a.m. Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room.
Well, Fender, are you finally gonna tell me what we're doing here? Why have you brought me to an art gallery of all places?
Hey, you had nothing going on. Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star sign stuff together. I'm leaving. Chill, big guy. I'm just joking. You know about the IS-7 incident, yeah? Your old man's last case? Of course. Avant Karma took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night after your invite, see? I was also present at the trial all those years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy. As a child, I was completely in awe of my father. The sight of him in court was inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, the man who would become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite the case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. So you were there too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing. Well, that'll make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That something being what really went down. Not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. Buildings were covered with a blanket of snow. It looked like the streets were lined with popsicles. But things weren't so innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. This was back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney you see before you today. December 24th, 5 o'clock p.m., Detention Center. Visitors area. Hey, Mr. E. This one really came out of the blue, huh? It did. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers was even dry. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I'm here visiting a client with my assistant, Eddie Fender. A murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to? In the dark of the night, at the end of the day, I saw you two timely saviors a-coming my way. Oh, this guy. Welcome, my friends, to the visitor's room. And if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we will be soon. Whoa, talk about an entrance. I was not expecting that. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you. I'm just so happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law at your service. I look forward to representing you. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do, everything I can to help. Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be of some assistance in investigating the particulars of this case. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. So the first thing to do is establish whether or not he's truly innocent. Perhaps we could begin by having you tell us a little more about yourself. What am I thinking?
I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa.
Well, it really is you, Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner?
You flatter me, young friend. And call me Samson. All my pals do.
Wow. Thanks, Samson. I will. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. It seems Eddie knows something of our clients. Mr. E, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing, dancing, confectionery making sensation. What shall we make today, kids? Macarons, waffles with cream, chiffon cakes that aren't light as dreams.
Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All that is waiting for you. But there,
Where?
over there, the oven's got something special to share. Now let's see what we've got for you.
I almost started dancing along. The subtitles need to happen faster. I could have sung along with the melody if they were. No way! I got to sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true.
Thanks, little pal. It means a lot to hear you say that.
My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand.
Of course. I'm sure you're both very busy. All right, where would you like me to start?
So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer.
I sure am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving.
You must really enjoy making desserts.
Ha ha! Wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others.
Hey, you're not just things. Hey, they're not just things. They're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations. Stuff that our dreams are made of. So he aims to create joyous and inspirational pieces, does he? I understand that the incident in question happened at your mansion.
It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was found inside one of my creations.
Inside one of your... No way!
The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now here I am. But I could never take a life. Never. I'm sure the police will see that too in time. They'll realize their mistake.
I sure hope so. And what can you tell us about the victim?
His name is Artie Frost.
Artie Frost.
He was taking part in the contest. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die?
I'm sorry. He seems genuinely upset over the victim's death. I think I have a pretty good measure of the man now. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct?
Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never.
He seems quite sincere. All right, I'm gonna take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me.
Likewise. It's good to talk to somebody other than those detectives.
We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you.
Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both.
All right. All right, I think I'm gonna switch it up a little because That ending really burned me out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, holy fuck. Let's do this. Be sure we can save again. All right, let's try something a little different. Let's see. Let's do this. Hmm. Oh, let me switch source so you can see. Blue. What the fuck? Oh my god, is OBS about to crash? Fuck! Ah!